So the Lord is speaking to me about weights and measures this morning, and so I'm just going to, like grams equals Father and all the rest of it. And I just want to check a list of biblical weights and measures, because I was hearing from the Lord that shekels is +1, just like talents is +1. Talents equals the Father. And then amazingly, like meters and liters parallel Christ perfectly. We can talk about this later, but let's go to weights, because this is a nice resource. Bible Hub. So the main thing was the shekel. Talents is common. So the bekas. Wow. So the smallest and the largest go to Father, geras. So this is so cool, because grams equals Father. But it's based on geras is the smallest amount mentioned in the Bible. And so geras, and it's the plural, because that's what's written on the lips of men. Very rarely is something exactly 1 gram. All over the universe it's grams or kilograms or geras. So geras equals Father. Wow. So this is exciting. This is the word of the Lord. I was waiting on the Lord in silence, and this is the words He was giving to me. So now we're getting more here. So geras equals Father. And look, the E and A in Father, the R in Father, the G equals the FA in the front. I mean, my goodness, these 4 letters in the center exist in Father. And then this is so glaring, because the G differs from an F by 1, and S differs from a T by 1 in the opposite direction. That is massive. So geras equals Father, which is the smallest measure for weight in the Bible. Now, weights, okay, this is going to be a big flood here. And the Lord was, I had a revelation that weights in particular are for Father. And that's because that you feel weight. Feelings are more important than visuals in the spiritual world. It's all feelings. Okay? And weights equals the Father. By definition, a weight is something pressing against something else. It's a feeling. You feel it. Weight equals weights equals the Father. No wonder I love lifting weights so much. I'm a feeler. I love feeling everything. And when I shop, because I walk everywhere, I use no car, then I feel when I shop. I feel the weight of what I purchase. And when I feel like that's, a good weight, that's what I take. So weights equals the Father. But then, so you can pop off the THE for the. The most notable thing is that the bookends equal a multiple of 6, just like in the famous word Father. You can pop off the IG gives you your +1 offset, like the dead center of Father. Like you can see more. Okay, so weights equals the Father. And then, oh man. So bekas, plural. I gotta bookmark this. This is a fabulous table of terminology. So bekas equals Father minus 12. And then look at the common letters that God has ordained. Well, there's the famous EA for Father. An H and an S equals an H and an. This ending, Father gets the last word. Geras, bekas. It ends in the great 28. AHS equals 28, which equals the center of Father. And that's very glaring because this is so glaring because an H equals an H and an S, 19 plus 1 equals 20. The very definition of the number 20 is 19 plus 1, and that's what's sitting. A plus S equals T. Wow. So the ending geras, bekas, points to the dead center of Father, the name above all names. Hymns. Now, see, some of these they all have their place. They'll all knit together, but I'm focusing on the plus ones for now. Like pims would divide by 3. Shekels is so famous. So a shekel is 2 bekas. And then a beka was 10 geras. Wow. And then a talent was 60 minas. And how do you convert that to shekels? So how many geras would a talent be? Well, if I had oh boy, now I need a calculator. I should have had one on here. I got one on Google, but let's just see here. 34.02 kilograms. 2 grams. Of course, that's 34,000. And you want to divide this number. I could do the math slowly. Oh, so there's our answer. So there's 60,000. So between talent and gera is 60,000. So 1 talent is 60,000 geras. Oh boy, so bekas. So let's get these. Let's sort of complete. So minas would be plus 2, pims would divide by 3. You can knit these all together, 2/3 of a shekel. Crazy. So shekels, and then talents equals the Father. Talents is the largest. Shekels equals plus 21 over Father, 79. But talents, isn't that amazing? So gera is the smallest, equals Father. Talents the largest, equals the Father. And look, there's your plus 1 at the center. Look at talents. There's your plus 1 at the center, flanked in 3s, just like Father. No less, it ends up being flanked in 60, just like the 6s in Father. So talents. His Father is heavy, and Father's on top. That's good preaching. So back to our geras equals Father. And then I was solving liters parallels Christ, just like meters. And I can review other words later, but I couldn't resist digging in. So geras, shekels minus talents. So later we can do volumes. But liters, the word liters, just like meters, parallels Christ flawlessly. And it's very obvious. Liters is plus 6 over Christ. Meters is plus 3 over Christ. It's very obvious. But Father gets the weights. Father, the name above all weights. The name of all names gets the weights. Father, the Father. Because feelings are king. You feel weight. I believe that weights would have been the most fundamental, the most primitive form of trade in the history of man. Like before there were even cups, people would have just felt in their hands. Yeah, that feels like a fair exchange. Like they would have held the weight of the fruit in their hands, and they would have done an exchange and said, yes, this feels about right. Like what I have in my hands feels about the same as what you have in your hands. The weight was king before we even had liquid measures and bowls and all these accurate things. The weight was the foundation of trade. And then the word scale is plus 1, and okay, let's see what else. So dry. So these are all volumes, which is for Christ. Back in the day, silver was, you can solve these silver terms. Oh yeah, talents. But that was in weight. Talents of silver, talents of gold. £50 for a talent? Wow, that's a heavy amount. A denarius equals the father. There's another one. That's a day's wage. Drachma divides by 3. Now sometimes you pluralize these things, like drachmas plural will equal water, and then didrachma, like talents. But isn't that fascinating? A day's wage equals the father. And who would pay you the money at the end? Well, technically, the boss, the master, the father. All those words parallel father. Denarius equals the father. A day's wage. Okay. This is the gold mine here. Oh yeah, and then second, I was solving time. So seconds goes to father, and then so milliseconds, father gets to seconds. But these are biblical terms here. Well, I'll have to review this. Oh yeah, the watch parallels father. Oh yeah, 6th hour was noon. And then the 4th watch. That's hilarious. So perfect. So this is amazing to me because night equals father, and watch is 3 points less. So the 4th watch, there's a father double. The 4th watch. That's a gorgeous father double. The 4th watch. And what was that referencing? During the 4th watch of the night, Jesus went to them walking on the sea. Okay, so this is a treasure trove here. And then cubits, plural, parallels Christ, just like meters. That's so cool. A day's journey is beautiful for father. In fact, it's father plus 99. A Sabbath day's journey. Wow, so stadion, the reed, 6 cubits, reeds. Interesting. But I like weights the most because it's what you feel. It's not what you see. Like length is what you see. And even liquid to some degree, yeah, it's a volume. It's the size, but again, it's referring to the size of it. It's what you see. But weight is what you feel. Father gets the feelings. Wow. Grams. Geras. So the smallest of the small, gera. So I'll check that reference. And then we know there's talents everywhere. I'm just curious what this small guy, geras. What? You can't even find that passage? Ezekiel 45 verse 12? Oh, here's the definitions from God. Oh, wow. Yeah, and then bath. This is so cool. See, because then baths and... Oh, it's me. The shekel shall be 20 gerahs. The shekel shall be 20 gerahs. 20 shekels, 25 shekels, and 15 shekels shall be your manna. This is the offering that you shall offer. And then it's like, perfect. Oh boy. Talents. Okay, well, there's more to come. That's huge, though. So I'm here to preach on the modern terms, grams as well. So grams, we knew that from the Lord the other day. Grams equals Father. And then when you say kilo, that's obvious for Christ. And millah is obvious for Father, because you have the +1 in front here, +2 in front here, and the rest of the letters all divide by 3. Okay. But it all ends in the word grams. And then meters is flawless for Christ, and liters is flawless for Christ as well. They differ by 3. But they're perfect in their design for Christ. 6 letters. This is Christ +6. This is Christ +3. Excuse me. There you go. So liters is okay. Based on the perfection of the word liters for Christ, you have 2 + 2's. Very obvious too. A T and a T and an E differs from an H by 3, and then an S equals an S. And then the rest of the letters all divide by 3, of which you have an RI, and then the L at the front divides by 3, just like you see there. So based on the perfection of liters, letter for letter to Christ, and the fact that meters is similar, liters and meters both point to the name Christ. But grams equals Father. Okay, so then you ask yourself, why would Father get the weights? Why would Father get the grams? Father, the name above all names. And I say it's because grams are the most important. Like, you go into any grocery store or supermarket, and it's all by weight. Everything is by weight. The majority of items that you purchase that feed your body are in grams. And it's what you feel. When you eat, you feel things. And grams are feelings, and feelings are superior to visuals. As I was receiving this from the Lord, I even wrote this down. Feelings are greater than visuals. It's all spiritual. It's all feelings. Okay. By definition, weight is one thing pressing against another. It's feeling. It's feeling. So, and of course, in the history of man, weights would have been the preeminent form of trade accuracy. It's like, oh, I just feel that this fruit in my hand is roughly the same weight as the fruit you hold in your hand. This feels like a fair trade. Okay, so weight, oh man, I'm in love with weights now. Okay, so grams equals Father. And then kilo, milligrams, and all that. Now let's go. Now you go into the modern history now, and I'll just, if I pull up kilogram on Wikipedia, it should host up just, and then masses is +1. They should have the. Where's the list? Yeah, so meters we solved, grams, seconds. Now it's kind of cool because you want to solve the other ones. Ampere equals Father, but amperes plural will parallel Christ. In fact, amperes equals Christ. Aha. Okay, so it's what's on the lips of men. It's always plural. Amperes equals Christ. That's the measure of electric current. Yeah, kelvins. Oh yeah, and then moles was also, so the plural of moles is in fact moles, right? Yeah, of course it is. So even moles is flawless for Father, the amount of a substance. Moles is Father +6. Okay, well this is a good intro to the subject. I wanted to get like mille, cente, deci. I want a table of these things. Metric prefixes. Okay, there we go. That's good enough. Okay. Yocto, zepto. What are the most famous? Micro equals father. Mille is +1 for father. Deca divides by 3. Kilo is Christ. Mega is also Christ. Giga divides by 3. Tera is Christ. Iota divides by 3. Zeta divides by 3. Exa divides by 3. Peta divides by 3. Tera, Christ. Fascinating. So, but we solve in meters, grams, seconds. Let's keep going. Okay, that's fine. Okay, fair deal. One thing at a time. Cool. All right, I need some breakfast and keep going.